Hi guys, I'm back with another video. And did you guys watch this fight scene? I mean, how can you deliver so much when no one was expecting anything from you? It's crazy how Solo Leveling anime actually created its own fan base with its great looking characters and cool fight scenes. But was it so easy? Or maybe it could have been something like other manhwa adaptations, and for the record, they were bad. Now, Solo Leveling is not just anime, it's more than that. It's a start of something big. But what Solo Leveling did different to actually be remembered as a great manhwa adaptation? Let's find out. So let's begin the video. No, wait! Check this out!
Arise.
Let's break it down into three: story, animation, and manhwa popularity. First off, Solo Leveling is different from your typical power fantasies. It's got its own vibe, and that clear sense of progression, it's like hitting a new level every time, which just feels awesome. Since it's a manhwa adaptation, the story is all about Jinwoo's perspective, so we get tons of epic shots of him leveling up and looking cool, which isn't a bad thing at all. The world in Solo Leveling is honestly sick, a mix of monster-filled dungeons in a modern world. It's kinda like GATE, if you've heard of that one. And let's be real, Jinwoo's journey from a total underdog to a crazy powerful hunter is something you just can't stop watching. You end up rooting for this guy every step of the way. Yeah, it's a power fantasy, so the story's straightforward, but that's part of the charm. It doesn't need to be complicated because the execution is what makes it stand out. Animation. I don't even need to tell you how good Solo Leveling looks. A1 Pictures really brought their A game. They used their budget smartly, focusing on the major action scenes where it really counts. Not like Uzumaki, where they blew the whole budget on just one episode. I'm also digging the pacing here. It's so much better than Tower of God or God of High School. Those adaptations skipped so much that you couldn't even keep up. The highlight of this adaptation, definitely the action scenes. No question, this is the best manhwa adaptation out there right now. Every single shot was on point. Like, they really put thought into how each fight should look based on the character's fighting style. It's not just random action that doesn't make sense. The camera angles, the fluid motion, it's so satisfying to watch. Oh, and shout out to the English dub artists. They absolutely killed it. Honestly, it's better than the Japanese dub, and I'm not even joking. The intensity and the anger in his voice, it's so amazing. See a great dub artist doing its best. The crazy hype around Solo Leveling before the anime even dropped was wild. The manhwa had already blown up, so there was this huge built-in fan base just waiting to see their favorite story come to life. Expectations sky high. Fans were dying for a faithful adaptation that really nailed the vibe of the original, so any changes were going to be picked apart. The anime did make some tweaks, switching up certain character interactions and plot points from the manhwa. Some fans had mixed feelings about those changes, but overall, the anime's success has been massive. It's actually helping to put manhwa on the map for the global anime community. The way Solo Leveling was received might just set the bar for how future manhwa adaptations go down. It's probably got studios rethinking how they handle these projects, like sticking close to the original, but also throwing in some creative flair to hook a wider crowd. If this works out, we could see a shift where manhwa adaptations get that perfect mix of staying true to the source while still keeping things fresh for new audiences. Thanks to Solo Leveling blowing up, everyone's now got their eyes on manhwa, and we're already seeing a wave of new adaptation announcements. Big names like The Beginning After the End and Omniscient Reader are officially in the works, and you can bet that Solo Leveling set the bar high for them. Future adaptations will have to bring their A game, think top tier animation, killer voice acting, and epic soundtracks to keep up with the hype. But here's the catch. With all these high expectations, there's pressure on studios to stay super faithful to the source. Fans could easily feel let down if something doesn't hit right. And with so many manhwa adaptations coming in, there's a real risk of oversaturating the market. Studios will need to make each adaptation unique to keep things fresh. Otherwise, it'll just feel like the endless flood of isekai. The anime's back in January 2025, and as someone who's been deep in the manhwa, let me tell you, it's about to get wild. They're kicking off with the Red Gate arc, covering chapters 46 to 55. This arc shows off just how much stronger Jinwoo's getting as he takes on some serious new challenges. After the Red Gate arc, Season 2 should dive into a bunch of other amazing arcs, like the Demon Castle arc, Retesting Rank arc, Hunter's Guild Gate arc, and even the Return to Demon Castle arc, and if they play their cards right, we might might get a sneak peek at the hype-worthy Jeju Island arc. This season's also bringing in some S-rank hunters from all over the world, adding a whole new layer with fresh alliances and rivalries. Basically, it's packed with awesome storylines and jaw-dropping action, so get ready for a crazy ride. That's the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Also, tell me your thoughts in the comments.